Right, welcome back. Last time we finished the war with, well, two-thirds of France, Austria, and Naples, and grabbed 4 provinces, and got over 50 basic aggressive expansion out of it. It was ridiculous. I'm also kinda ready for a war with the Mamluks, however, this truce time is gonna take 7 years to finish, so that's a very long time. So, yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. I think instead I'm going to go ahead and try to fight Spain, since Castillo's busy with a war with, well, one of the mine countries, and only has 2 allies, one of which is just the Canaries down here, and the other is Burgundy, which decently strong, but they're also busy fighting against Lithuania, because Livland wants provinces off of Lithuania. Yeah. Oh, and the Turkmenlov culture no longer exists on the map, so removed it as an accepted culture and replaced it with Syrian. So these provinces should be a lot easier to keep under control and convert to. I'm also in the process of annexing Kartvelia. The process should be finished in a couple years. Certainly make my name stretch a bit further this way, and finally connect up this territory to myself properly. It gives me room to get more subjects. Without, of course, loyalty issues. Those tend to be rather problematic. And they're just into that war. Well, they haven't picked up any other allies, so... Local fortifications. Only 1 province has it. Kaitan is set. Yep. Burgundy isn't even willing to assist, so this should be a relatively easy war. You can keep drilling down here. I'm sure my subjects will be capable of doing a good job defending those provinces to the north. Any possible incursions. Well, from any possible incursions. I stopped paying attention, now my army's gone. Shouldn't they have retreated to the boats? Yeah, they should have. Well, they're fine with me getting these, even if only just. Slings. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Oh. And I might need a new army. Or I can just adjust my military to in preparation for tech level 47. I mean, they're gonna get to with the next tech level, they're going to become reasonable. The fact that they take up the back row makes things better. Yeah, probably will adjust it to use larger, not use artillery. Merchant number 19. And didn't I already get 19? No, that was 18. Okay. Probably. Don't seem to be missing anything, so... Actually, swap you to Western Siberia because I'm going to be sending a merchant here. Could use more value flowing to there. You. Yep, I already got claims there. Okay. Fabricate claim. There we go. Why do I have 20 merchants now? Oh, probably because there's a lot of trade centers with Cartvillia as old territory. Yeah, that's probably it. Plus all the trade centers I'm picking up. Yeah, these 3 adjacent provinces all have trade centers, so at least that seems to track so far. So to really use any of the trade over in here, I'm going to need to conquer more of Egypt. I mean, there is also the Sahara, which for some reason is an end node. I don't particularly know why this is the case, and Air has 182 trade power here. How do you have that much trade power? Just from province. Okay, I'm guessing that you have... Visible on trade map mode, visible on trade map mode. Okay. How do you have all that trade within... Oh, you own 2 of the most important cities, don't you? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Largest city on the subcontinent. What even is the subcontinent anyway? North Africa. Wait, really? Really? So this city right here has more population than any other city in the entire Maghreb. Jeez, why do you have so much? No wonder they have so much trade power. And the Sahara's an end node. It's an end node, so... Wow, they must be getting a lot of money just from 3 provinces. And they can develop so much off of that. Right, what was I doing? Yeah. Pointless to go to any of those nodes. Yeah, okay. And while I do have some trade over here, whoa. Whoa, that's a lot. I've got 40% of the trade power in this node. Well, I'm obviously collecting. And once I get another merchant, I'll have the trade here sent over to the Tyrian Sea. Jeez. I mean, it's not Sahara desert level of trade ridiculousness over there, but it's still pretty good. Well, okay. Maybe I should use the Aegean Sea as an example of ridiculousness, because I think this is the most valuable node in the world. 24, almost. Almost 24 trade value, and I collect 70% of it. Heck, a good portion of it is just being sent forward somewhere else. 7.5 is sent to the Adriatic. It's half the value of the Adriatic node. The stuff being sent forward from here. Most of it is the value that's being sent from, well, right here. Plain and simple. Yeah, this is a good point to stop. So, I went to war against what was previously Castile and Aragon. Managed to conquer all of Sicily, though I did end up losing one of my armies in a naval invasion, so. That's gone for now, but I've taken the opportunity to start working on to build the actual artillery. For some reason it only did the infantry, but I've put together a 30 stack of equal quantities of infantry and artillery plus four cavalry. Might turn them into 40k stacks if I think I've got a supply limit. Certainly have the combat width for that, at least on flat terrain, but most terrain isn't flat and all provides a combat width reduction, so for now, expecting a combat width of less than 20 is probably for the best. I also completely removed all tax exemptions from the nobles. So now they should have less money to work with. Although the loyalty system seems to be inconsistent on what the value actually is. Because as I click it over and over again, it was just 40 and now it's up to 70. So I'm not entirely sure what's being counted here. In another year, the truces will expire with the Mamluks, so I should be able to start a war again soon. So, separatists are becoming yet another issue that I need to deal with. I've also been continuously getting new provinces, so Roman Arabia, isn't that great? As well as a tiny little barely legible Roman Hormuz. But I'll continue to obtain provinces from the Arabia region. And I'm also up to 20 merchants now. Though one of them is actually from Roman Arabia. The Roman Arabia Company. Oh. Roman East Africa Company, Roman Persian Company. Okay. I see. So the charters aren't perfectly aligned. Not with the trade nodes, nor with the region, because these are considered Arabia expedition targets. So none of those are aligned in any way in particular. Well. Oh well. As for the merchants themselves, I'm mostly distributed over towards the east. In order to funnel as much trade forward as possible towards the Aegean Sea. They have also sent a merchant over the Tyrrhene Sea after I realized, oh hey, I've got 42% of the trade power here. I might as well collect here as well. Just like I'm doing over in the Zanj node. Though I don't have nearly as much power here. Why does Lunda have a trade company? East Africa and South Africa chart, yeah. The charters don't match up properly. Apparently they turned these provinces into trade companies. Why would you turn these provinces into trade companies? I mean, sure. It's money, but it's plus 30% from a trade company. However, you also get max autonomy. I believe the elites don't necessarily get all that much power. They probably do. Yeah, they probably do. High autonomy and all that. Oh well, that just means that I'm going to have to continue building up my core territory in order to ensure that the powerful elites that would naturally arise from trade companies aren't going to affect mainland politics that much. So I absolutely need to weaken the power of these various factions. Oh hey, there's finally enough residents here for me to open up a commerce slot. There we go. Finally. You'll see some burghers move in, and this province will very quickly become a powerful trade node. Very quickly. It's got natural location buffs. Not the most powerful in East Africa, but it is second place. So it has a plus 35% buff, unlike... is it this province? Yes, instead of plus 45%. Still more powerful than anything else in the Zanj node, as far as I can tell. Okay. Mombasa's also equally powerful. That's a minor location effect. What about Pate? Just a minor location, no actual harbor. And Lamu does not, as just a minor location effect. What about over here? Important location, just minor harbor. Yeah. There might be some powerful ones here too, but probably not. Oh, here's okay, so Mozambique happens to have both importance. But Angok just has a minor location. This is a minor location. What about Quelimane? Minor location. Sofala? Important. Ah, okay. Yeah. And Maputo is part of the South Africa node, so... I think the border would look better if I had this province. Sadly, I don't, and they're my ally. And they're too big to vassalize. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll get a personal union. Oh, they have the same dynasty as I do. Okay, so if their ruler randomly dies now, there will be a succession war between me and Muscovy. Because the artisan family is moving along. Oh well. Oh, re-establish the Patriarch of Antioch. Useful. The entire lab area is going to get boosted missionary strength, which should make it even easier to convert the area to Orthodox Christianity. Wait, this one's actually sticking? These two provinces seem to be actually sticking. One of them's recent enough to say probably not. But I only have 2 missionaries, which means one of these provinces already, for certain, has enough population in the Orthodox category. Okay, probably that one. Or both. Okay. Yeah, this one's very borderline, but... yeah. That's excellent. Why is this converted to Orthodox already? Oh. Yeah, not many people here. Okay. Possibly population moving in. Okay, it could also just be immigration. It takes from the minorities rather than the Orthodox population. Right. I'm going to go ahead and prepare for another war with the Mamluks to finally annex Ramazan, and possibly a bit of the Suez territory. And that's pretty much about it for now. Eventually I'm going to work on further reforms. Don't meet the requirements for this, at least not when it comes to aristocrat power. Moving to gentry would be great. But the aristocrats just have 10% too much power. Although, to be fair, some of that is the fact that I constantly give them these temporary buffs. So their resting point, their true resting point is actually lower than it looks. Plus, with recent adjustments to taxation, the wealth isn't increasing as much as they would be previously. The taxes are only a tiny portion of the value that, well, I'm taking from them, basically. Should get a new idea group in about 20 years, so 1650. And academia will also arrive at that time. Again, I've said this before, I'll probably grab culture ideas. Maybe professional army ideas instead, I'm not entirely certain. Conscript and volunteer costs, general costs, military advisor costs. That discipline buff though. Combat ability, more combat ability, yes. Apparently better stability. Huh, that's an interesting buff. And improved reinforce speed, that's important. Do I have any other missions? No. Yeah. I'm gonna have to work my way through Egypt. Definitely. But that should be good enough for now. Save the game, and I'll see you again next time. Until then.